So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Elway. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Third quarter begins with a run. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, big hole left side. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. That's Grossman. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight in the air to start us off. Brought in inside the 20. Not the result you wanted, but that's okay. You can replay any challenge at any time and take another run at it when you're ready. They've reached midfield, Brock, and this new set of downs is going to begin the march into enemy territory. 1st and 10, around to Mixon. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line, no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, he has a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one's cut along the left sideline. Came up short on that attempt, but there's other challenges you can go after, or tweak the difficulty and try this one again.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. sets up the play action. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Finds him over the middle. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
5 yards on the play.
May now from the gun. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end.
Stevenson has it knocked free. And this is scooped up by the Jets. Great job taking down that ultimate team challenge. Don't relax yet, though. There's always another one to take on.
banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Golden Gopher, the rookie from the University of Minnesota.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out the starting game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
Play action here with Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Dalton off play action. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And finally he's taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Passing, it's Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Andy Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. It's a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for it.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Third and 15. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to look out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Second down and 3.
Here we go. 60, go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. He'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to come here. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Dalton now, the pass. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Dalton. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw here, Dalton. That is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Titan football. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Titans will line up.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
A 24-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Titans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
And you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen. So let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
73 yards.
and the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 75 yards.
Titans have got it on cruise control. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. LA set to take over again on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on fourth down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. And he fields it cleanly, pushing through the contact. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from going up by 40. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Chargers ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time. It ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. First and goal at the
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On second down, they'll run it here. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately,
one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
and that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Play fake. Here's Dalton.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Dalton.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So Dalton now.
Quick slant here to Smith.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Well, Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 94 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Brings up
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Pushes past him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this